What's up? What's happening, Facebook? It's your boy Randy. It's Sunday. We know what time it is. Tomorrow's Monday, my favorite day of the week, of course. So I had to go ahead and get a pregame for it. I figured I'd step in, man, and talk a little bit on one of my favorite topics, man. One of my favorite topics. So my replay viewers, man, you guys are probably the ones checking this part of the video out as we wait for the live viewers to jump into the room. We are gonna get into this one, man. This is gonna be a good one, man. How to make your future self happy. How to make your future self happy. The reason for this particular topic is simply because people are always worried about their future more than the right now. So let's get into how to make your future self happy. First off, you can get started today. Is the way that you can make your future self happy is by not waiting and getting started today. Stop putting off that thing that you need to do. Get started today. You know what I mean? Like there's if you're sitting around waiting on the best time for you to push yourself into some type of progression for your hopes and dreams to come true, then you need to get started today. There's not going to be a day that just taps the calendar and it says, hey, today's that day. You got to crank it up today, man. There's never going to be a right time. And your future self will love you for getting started today. Why wouldn't he or why wouldn't she love you for getting started today instead of procrastinating and waiting? Start recognizing your power, man. Start recognizing your power. It is, man, it's so cool that we can align ourselves and get to anywhere that we want to be in life. Get to anywhere that we want. Get anything that we want out of life. What's going on, Veronica? What's happening, Marcus? Appreciate you guys for checking in. But start aligning yourself with your purpose, with the things that you want out of life. Start breaking down those limiting beliefs, those things that are keeping you from moving forward. See, a lot of people have this issue to where they think that something bad is going to happen, or they're going to be denied, or that they're going to fail. Failure is the worst. A lot of people think that they're going to worry about failure so much, but they don't understand that they're always looking to be taught a lesson, but don't realize that all the lessons are in failure. So don't be afraid to fail forward, man. And what I mean by fail forward means that you're always getting up to move forward regardless of what happens. Baby Plies, you're killing me right now. Regardless of what has happened in your past, you use it all as a stepping stone. You use it in reference. You don't let it become a part of your life. Your future self will thank you for that. Your future self will thank you for recognizing your power and learning how to use your power to your advantage to accomplish your life's purpose, your true heart's desire. Stop being so hard on yourself. I hear so many people that what's the name of the donkey off of Winnie the Pooh? What is it, Eeyore, I think? Where he's always down. He always feels like he can't get anything accomplished, man. Stop being an Eeyore about it all, man. Like, you need to be more like a Tigger, ready to bounce to it, get things popping. Make it happen right now, today. We can't wait till tomorrow. Man, your future self will so love you if you would get up off of your ass and make things happen today in that way, and stop being hard on yourself about everything. Stop talking down to yourself. A lot of people like to play. I got a homegirl that used to always say, yeah, because I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl this. I'm a big girl that. And I'm like, man, stop. Even though you make it a joke, you still are criticizing yourself, and your subconscious is taking that in, and you're never doing anything about your health. Why? Because subconsciously you think, hey, big girl is your image, and that's how you rock, and that's how everybody see you, that's how they view you. So you roll with it, man. You got to get off of that. And one way is to start watching what you put in your body. Start watching the foods that you put into your body. A lot of people say whole food nutrition is expensive. Now let's get real serious about this right now. We're talking about your insides, what's going on the inside. I see a lot of you Chanel-ing it up, Gucci'd out, Gucci gang in the house and the whole nine. Prodded out, the whole nine, you know what I mean? You go get all of this designer for your outer validation, but you don't do anything to take care of what's going on the inside of you. You feel what I'm saying? So how about you put all of that to the side and you get your health in order, and then you could probably make better decisions that'll put you in a position where you can afford all of these things that you're breaking your back, breaking your neck to get, while you're killing your insides, eating fast food just so you can get to the club on time. So start breaking down some things that you are adding to your life that are probably keeping you from being able to afford those whole foods. Because me, myself, I found a way to redirect my spending for me to be able to eat the way that I need to eat, for me to be able to survive and my body to properly function on a daily. So put that in mind, because your future self will definitely thank you for that, because your future self's life might be a little shorter if you don't start thinking about that right now in the present. Follow your heart's true desire. No regrets. Don't leave your future self with regrets to where they have to deal with what you didn't tackle today. So make sure you're jumping out there and tackling your true heart's desires. Stop chasing everybody else's dream. Get after yours. What really drives you? What do you love? What would you do if a paycheck wasn't involved? There's a lot of things that you probably don't even know that you were so interested in. You don't even know it because you haven't given it a shot. You haven't jumped out there and chased what you think your true desire is. Because one thing I've noticed, you might not land where you expect to land, but you will end up exactly where you need to be. That's what I've learned along my journey. With me chasing my dream, I might think that I'm supposed to be in one position, but I end up making the turn in at the fork in the road due to whatever events that leads me to exactly where I need to be in life. And I mean, and amazingly and surprisingly, I love it. You know what I mean? And you will too. So don't be afraid of what's up the road for you by you following your true heart's desires. Get away from those limiting beliefs, having you believe that you're supposed to work to retirement, if that's a thing, that you're supposed to work to retirement and then you're done. That you're supposed to not start building on your dream until your kids graduate. That you're not supposed to start getting your health in order yet because you have other priorities for someone else. You have to start thinking about yourself, because your future self will definitely thank you for that. Don't waste your talents. Definitely do not waste your talents, man. This is huge. A lot of people have talent that they just throw away. A lot of people have the talent of being able to bring people together, whether it be through public speaking, whether it be through music, performance, whatever it is. They have this talent, but they throw it all away due to limiting beliefs. You never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. That's one thing. I can have 3 viewers on watching this live right now, but I don't know who's on the outside actually watching. I don't know who's going to pick up on the replay and actually watch. So I got to speak and give the best of me every time that I speak. So I don't throw away my talents whenever I jump on these lives. I make sure that I give it to its full potential, because you never know who's going to pick up later and who might actually need what I call a swift kick in the ass right today, on this very day, man. Be authentic. No copycats. Be your authentic self. You. The world needs you. The world doesn't need a bunch of Veronicas, a bunch of Briannas, a bunch of Kelseys, a bunch of, you know what I mean? The world doesn't need a bunch of those. We only need one of those. That's why they exist. So be you. Your true potential. Quit trying to fill yourself with things that you didn't have before and start pulling things out that you've already had. The blueprint is on the inside. Download the information. Start using that information to be able to reach others, because the real you, the authentic you, the world needs. What's going on, Rip? Definitely continue to be the real you. No copycats. Everything else will fall in line if you be the real you. If you step out and be the real you and what makes you comfortable, true liberation, where you can be happy, sad, angry, whatever your feelings are, wherever you are, and not worry about it and not feel like you're being judged. That's the real you. That's your true liberation. When you can do that, everything else will fall in line. The people who appreciate that genuine person will fall in line. And those are the people that you need around you, whether it be for your life or whether it be for your business. Make sure you, speaking on that, make sure that you keep real friendships. Make real friendships. Make sure, because your future self is definitely going to love you and thank you for making those real friendships. You're supposed to swap out energy with your friends. Your friends are supposed to be able to, what I like to call, recycle energy. You should never have a friend that's constantly coming to you and taking energy, but never giving any energy. It should be where I can lean on you, you can lean on me. That's how a friendship should be. It should never be you're constantly giving, and they're constantly taking. There's no reciprocity there, if you see what I mean. No one's giving. We have to give breath to receive breath. That's the only way that we can stay alive. So a friendship can no longer live and thrive if it's one way. It has to be both ways, giving and receiving. So remember that. Make sure that your friendships are giving off the right type of energy and you're able to recycle that energy with those so-called friends that you have. Make sure you're standing for something. Make sure that you're just not out here living just to get the time passed and whatever events roll around that are clocked on the calendar for you to follow. That shouldn't be your life. You should stand for something. Find something that really means something to you and go out there and promote it. Go out there and put it into the world and allow the world to know what's going on. Mine is eradicating childhood malnutrition. I want the world to know that every 6 seconds a child dies from malnutrition. So that's my thing. So I make sure that I get out and I push that. So stand for something. That's huge. Your future self will love you and thank you for that always. So That's what I do. I push it, and it's an awesome way for me to be able to push it because I know everybody wants to do something for their health. So by me being able to help them do something about their health and their situation of being malnourished, I'm able to help these children at the same time. So that's really, really cool. So like I said, stand for something. Always put love up front. This is the last one I'm going to give you before we knock out for the night. Make sure that you put love up front first and not fear. Fear does not exist. It's false evidence appearing real. It does not exist. So do not put it up front. If you put it up this way, then you're limiting yourself from all possibilities. Always move with love. More things are going to come to you in abundance if you move in love. I always like to tell people the heart. I was speaking the other day about the heart being 5,000 times more magnetically powerful than the mind. And that being that when you really have your true heart's desire, that what you're drawn to magnetically, that's your attraction. So make sure that you put love up front, and you're going to be drawn towards those positive things that are going to give you progression in life. What's going on, Ashley? Appreciate you for checking in. So make sure you remember those, man. Those are just a few hacks for you to be able to make your future self happy, make your future self proud of the things that you've done. So walk in light, man. Remember that. Stay happy, healthy, and humble. Remember that plant-based whole food nutrition is always the way. Soon enough, you'll find out why I say that always. Peace.